The number of months in the sight of Allah are 12. The day He created the heavens and the earth. Among them, there are 4 sacred months. Among these 12 months, there are 4 sacred months. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, just like everything, the Quran tells us something. The Quran orders us to do something, and the Hadith comes and explains it. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam explained in the Hadith, what are these 4 months? They are the month of Dhul Qa'dah, Dhul Hijjah, Muharram. They come consecutive right after each other, and then the month of Rajab comes separate by itself. These are the 4 months. The Islamic year, subhanallah, it starts with the sacred months and ends with the sacred months. Last month, Dhul Hijjah, one of the best months, and it's a sacred month. That was the end of the year. And yesterday, the new year, 1447, just started. And it started with the month of Muharram. Now this month, Muharram, have some special events and some special virtues. And this is what we will be discussing today, bi'idhnillah. First, it is the only month that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when he was talking about it, he said, Shahrullah, the month of Allah. No other month Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam put before it Shahrullah, the month of Allah. He said Shahrullah al-Muharram. Not only Shahrullah, he added to it Alif Lam, which is none of the other months has Alif Lam. This is also extra attention to this month. Shahrullah al-Muharram, the month of Allah. When you add something before the name of Allah, it makes it very special. For example, we are now in the Baytullah, in the house of Allah. It's better than any house on earth. The Quran is Kitabullah. It is the book of Allah. It is the best book on earth. Similarly, Shahrullah, the ulama, and specifically Al-Hasan al-Basri rahimahullah, he said this month is the best month after Ramadan, including all the rest of the months, because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam gave that month this special title before it. Now, second, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ended these ayat that I recited in Surah At-Tawbah, or before the end, He said, فَلَا تَظْلِمُوا فِيهِنَّ أَنفُسَكُمْ. So first, this month is very special, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, there are 4 sacred months. Do not commit dhulm against yourself in these months. Now, wronging ourselves is evil in any month. But here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to tell us what the scholars concluded, that wronging yourself, committing sins in the sacred months is more dangerous, more evil, has more gravity than the same sin in other months, just like rewards done, hasanat, good deeds done in this month or in the 4 months in general are more rewarding than the same deeds done in other months. فَلَا تَظْلِمُوا فِيهِنَّ أَنفُسَكُمْ. Do not wrong yourselves in this month. Stay away. Make this month training to stay away from that thing that you're addicted to. Whatever that thing is, the sin that you are addicted to. Third, since the deeds are very rewarding in this month, one of the best deeds that me and you could perform in this month is fasting. Specifically, fasting. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, the best salat after the fard salat, there's nothing better than the fard, what is an obligation, nothing better than that in all the ibadat. The best salat after the fard is salatul qiyam, the salat of tahajjud, performing qiyam. And the best fasting after the fasting of Ramadan is the fasting in the month of Muharram. So, I want to start my year performing a ibadah that is the best, and it is so loved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because He said, "As-siyamu li wa ana ajzi bih." Fasting is for me. Just like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all the months are His. He chose those 4 to be sacred. Similarly, all the ibadat are for Him, but He chose the fasting to be sacred. Why? Because the fasting is the most sincere ibadah you could ever perform. You could be fasting now, but nobody knows. While the other ibadat, you might be seen doing them. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said when he came to Medina and he asked why people are fasting on this day. They said, this is the day that Musa alayhi salam was saved. He said, if Allah kept me alive to witness next year, I will add to it the 9th. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said about Ashura, صيام عاشوراء أحتسب على الله أن يكفر السنة التي قبله. The fasting of Ashura, the fasting of the day of Ashura, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to forgive the sins of a previous year. Sheikh, Maghrib is at 8:40. Fajr is at 5 o'clock. It's 110 degrees. Pick something else. I can't, it's not me. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said the best of fasting, and keep in mind, ya akhwan, al-ajr ala qadr al-mashaqqa. The reward of any amal is proportional to how much suffering you put performing the amal. I did not move to Texas specifically in these days just to suffer, because it's longer, it is harder. No, I live here and something like this happened, bi-idhnillah, you will be very rewarded. And subhanallah, yesterday, like I said, Muharram started and I started fasting. I'm not telling you so I can boast that I fast. No, I started fasting to see how hot and how tough it is. Wallahi, it was the easiest day of my life. Because when you make the intention to worship Allah Azza wa Jal, the shaitan is going to come and give you all these whispers, long, hot, this, that, everybody's eating. Put in your heart, I'm going to do it for you, Ya Allah, and you would see the result. Nothing. How many hours? From 5 to 8:30, you're talking about 15 and a half hours. 15 and a half hours of ibadah. Allahu Akbar. May Allah make it easy for us to fast.